questions for Coach? Sure.
Talk about defensively, what's important against Sacramento State?
Like what has been stated, they have a very good team. The quarterback is very good. He does a lot of good things in the run and the pass. So obviously, accounting for him and where he's at, staying sound in the defense and being able to account for a running quarterback, always presents a challenge. And making sure the guys are assignment sound and executing the defense and doing their job. If everybody does their job, we're in great shape.
Coach, they're pretty balanced.
Uh-huh.
If there's one thing you'd like to take away, the run or the pass going into this game Saturday, what would you prefer to do in a perfect situation?
We want to be able to do a great job in the run game, stop the run game, stop the running quarterback, limit his yards, and a lot of that comes down to executing it in our fundamentals, tackles, right? Not having missed tackles, that's going to be big, not giving guys a second opportunity to gain yards and being able to execute. But definitely want to stop the run game first and foremost, and then put them into passing situations in a down and distance that we want to manage, and so we obviously want to get them into third and as long as possible, and to do that you got to be able to stop the run.
Their running back, everybody talks about Saffron's ability to run, but their actual true running back has had 2 huge games.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about him? How good of a runner is he?
I think he's a very good running back. He does a great job of getting the ball, come downhill. They complement each other very well in what they do, but when he gets the rock, he's running downhill, he's aggressive, and he's got big playmaking ability. In no way are we saying, okay, this running back is a pushover. He's a great back. One of the best that we've seen all year, and he'll present some challenges to the defense. We're going to have to be sound in tackling and our pursuit, making sure that guys have help when they're bringing him down, because he's a good back.
How confident are you this year with your defense's ability to dictate some things to the opponent compared to last year?
It definitely helps that guys have been in the system for a year, and we've seen that in a big way, how much that helps the kids. Everything was new to them last year, and they're really coming to grips with what they're supposed to be doing within the defense, and it shows. And so, I think their confidence and their ability to play grows every week. But their knowledge of the system has really helped them and helped them to be a better defense compared to last year.
When you have an athletic quarterback, who are some guys on defense that need to control his ability to take off after he's dropped back and then scrambling?
It comes down to rush lanes. Whoever is in the rush lanes, keeping a balanced rushing attack. You can't leave big windows open, lanes for him to run and throw through. So it really depends on what the call is at that time, but the defensive front will obviously be big, our four down guys, whoever they are, but Cooter, Graves, Robbie, and our defensive front, Sage, to be able to balance that rushing attack, depending on what we're in. And then from there, if you're in a blitz, other guys are involved with that, whether it's a linebacker or whatnot. But sustaining those rush lanes will be important, and always being able to account for, he's going to try and break the pocket. He's good when he breaks the pocket, and keeping his eyes downfield and continue to make plays or run it at that point. So you got to be great and sound in your rush lanes and be able to account for him if he breaks the pocket.
Coach, you've probably seen tape of every game this year in SAC. With Saffron, how much of his running is actually designed and how much of it is ad-lib?
It's a lot of their run game has a keep element to it where he can read it and keep it, but all his big runs that he's made, he's done something special within that, whether it's somebody missing assignment initially, but then he runs away from guys. I mean, he ran away from the Cal defenders, and nobody caught him, and he has that ability to have a little bit of a crease, and he could turn it into a big play. So part of their offense is that he has that option in a lot of what they do, right? So at any moment he could keep the football and challenge the defense.
I think they kicked 5 field goals against Weaver, a lot. They're going to probably gain yards. They're going to be able to move the ball. So is it going to be really important for the defense to bend but not break and force them to field goals, or is that something you're even thinking about?
Absolutely. Our philosophy is that you hold a team to field goals, they're not going to beat you with field goals. Our offense will do a great job, and they'll put points on the board. And if we gave up nothing but field goals, I would be very, very happy. So keep them out of the end zone, limit the big plays. That's the big thing. We got to do a better job of limiting the big plays, and that's where we've had problems. When we've had problems this year, it's been big plays, and that was a big problem last year. So we got to do a better job in that regard of limiting the big plays and making them earn everything that they get.
Thanks, Coach.